Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Looking to throw, Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Robinson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Robinson again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return here for Sanders. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A play fake. Now Penix.
Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. 23 yards the pickup there.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Oh, and that is incomplete. The Panthers in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Throwing, Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9.
Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Robinson up the middle. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
11 yards there, just like last play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Now a second and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Young now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Penix. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Young. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Young now from the 50. The 20. 10.
He's got the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Xavier Legette.
50 yards.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Again, it's Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 24. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To the air, Penix.
Sets up the screen to Robinson.
He's got room to roam.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now it's the backup Cousins.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
They are going for it. Penix.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Here is Young.
That caught by Tremble.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Young to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here, and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready up. Set.
Now Young. Rolling to his left. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, Young.
He'll drop that down to Hubbard.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Here we go. Set. Set go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. And Young's going to throw for this.
That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Waddle got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Looking to throw, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
Eluding the pressure right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's Young.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Falcons, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will drop them to